So I'm kind of curious, since you guys been adding more point 1 updates to Imperator Rome, I'm kind of curious, are you guys foreseeing on extending the end date for Imperator Rome, maybe, down the road, aligning it closer to the start date of Crusader Kings 2?
Gosh, that would be fantastic, but we'd have, I think, let me see, nearly 860 years, I think, if we wanted to meet up with CK2. Well, we'll see how well it does. I'd love to. I'd love to. Timeline extension certainly isn't out of scope, I don't think, but I think 860 years of content might be a little hard to justify at this point.
What time does this Suke begin? 800?
I keep forgetting what their latest
Like
earliest start date is.
Yeah, I personally I cannot remember at all. I can only ballpark it to like 600 to 800, or maybe.
I think it's around 800.
Okay.
Something along those lines. So there's a good few centuries there that,
So what's
we
the?
have to cover.
I haven't played to AD in Imperator. What's the timeline?
Well, the end date is 27 BC.
Oh, okay.
So
I haven't
it's
played
still
it
in
because
BC.
it doesn't exist. Okay,
Indeed. But that's not ruling out the fact that it might exist someday.
So
I
right
think
now,
it'd be interesting to do something more imperial.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that screams for. I mean, that'll introduce some interesting. A lot of games have a hard time dealing with that switch from the Republic of Rome to Imperial Rome. So that's a big challenge. But I mean, it would make sense to me if you guys ended up doing something like that for a big DLC. That could be something sensible.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'd certainly like to cover that era, along with potentially things thereafter with the migration period and so forth. Though, if you ask me, that sort of period deserves its own title.